guys, welcome to the Shay Speaks Life channel. What I'm calling. Go get you right channel. Look though, this will be a collective message. Guys, keep in mind that energy is fluid. This could have already happened in the past. This could be happening right now in the present or be happening in the future. Seek what applies and let the rest fly. You feel me? They said if it don't fit, then you must quit. Okay, anyway, moving on. I've already asked that my ancestors and spirit team go ahead and return back to sender any black magic or any negative energy sent this way. And so it be, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, just period. Let's see what's going on here. Happy birthday to all of my, what it is today, y'all. Oh, happy birthday to Big Taurus gang in the building. Happy birthday to all of my Taurus gang and friends. Now let the reading begin. Coming out the gate, guys, I got a love story once upon a time. Child services, stalker, and fake accounts. Oh, clock that T, baby. Like we already rolling out with it here, okay? Yeah, wow. For a group of you, you able to enjoy your damn love story at this time. Some of y'all are in like this bliss of this new connection here. Definitely have been channeling in soulmate energy here for the past couple of weeks, guys. So you will be experiencing a deeper connection here with someone, a love story. It's going to feel familiar and it's going to be in a short amount of time. It's going to be like you've known this person all your life or something like that. Like the bond that you are going to have is going to be amazing here with this love story. We're going to clarify that because the rest of this is bullshit. Anyway, moving on. Okay, look, I'm just saying because this is this past person. This past person, you got a stalker on your hand, somebody obsessed with you, watching you, but they got child services issues. So they too busy watching you from damn fake accounts, collective. Oh my gosh. So you got a stalker on your hand that got child services, CPS issues. Okay. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to be reported missing, neglect, or abuse. This person, I feel like either this is your ex or something like that. Baby. They too busy stalking you from fake accounts because you got them blocked. You got them blocked, collective, and Facebook, Instagram. Like this person is definitely stalking you from fake accounts. They're so obsessed with y'all. They got damn child service issues. Like they neglect their own children. They can't even take care of what they got going on at home because they're too far up your behind and paying attention to what you doing, collective. Some of them could be pulling up at your crib if you still staying at the same house. If you got this person blocked. I got doing drugs and fulfilling fantasies at the bottom of the deck and anger management. I feel like this person, they do drugs for an escapism or something like that. Yeah, escapism or something like that. They pop pills or it's something that they do. It is to fulfill a fantasy here. I feel like this person maybe lives a double life here. They thought they was going to be with you or marry you for money, collective. Ooh, clock that T, baby. Okay, this ex of yours is certainly they got anger issues. They was doing drugs to fulfill some type of fantasy. I feel like for a group of you, there could have been some DL activity here. They get high and be on the down low. It's something to fulfill their fantasy. It's something that they gotta get high to do, but they want to. It's a fantasy for them to try. Oh, and it's taboo, boo boo. Okay, yeah, but they thought they was gonna marry you for money, or you know what I'm saying, or something like that. They mad now though. They mad because they thought they were going to marry you for money. You guys must got some type of status collector. What y'all got going on? Claudette. Okay. What y'all got going on for this loser to wanna marry you for money? You got some business, you're an entrepreneur here. You something about you living in your life purpose or doing something in your purpose. You already have like some type of business or something like that. If they want to marry you for money, this person that's stalking you from fake accounts that got child protective services, they neglect their kids, their children here. They do drugs to fulfill this type of fantasy. I feel like some down low type of activity. They have anger management problems. They're mad as hell because they thought they were going to marry you for money. They thought they was gonna get a leg up. Look, then I got shine, emotional intelligence. Yeah, you shining on them or something like that. Your light irritates their demons, collective. Ooh, clock it. This is what this X is going on. Stalking from fake accounts, mad, have choppers. Why aren't they paying attention to their children? I feel like for a group of you, when you was with this person, they weren't tending to their children then. Okay, I felt like you've had conversations with this person about their relationship, and as it, you know what I'm saying, relates to the children or something like that. Yeah. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Okay, yeah. That's crazy. Okay. Like, yeah. This person, I felt like you realized they had habits of how they were parenting their children when you were with them, collective. I'm channeling, they would be very neglective, give the children a bit I'm hearing the bare minimum attention here. And they would be focusing on their own like issues or own life. Like they would be in their own world or something like that. And that is abuse by neglecting your children. Yeah. They're stalking you now though. You left them. Like, no, this is not it. You felt like not that, you know what I'm saying? I felt like for a group of you, if you guys did not share kids, children together, you guys had a blended family or something like that. And not that you saying you like the best parent in the world. There is no handbook to parenting, but you felt like, look, you tripping. You're not really paying attention to these kids, you know what I'm saying, the children that you got going on or something like that. Yeah. They thought you was gonna do all the work collective, and you peace out real quick on them. Like, oh no. Some of you guys, it took y'all a while to catch on to this person or something like that, but you didn't know that they was gonna be cuckoo for cocoa puffs and be stalking because they are reminiscing about you right now. Now they're learning from the past. Their perception is changing now, collective. After you left and got away from the situation, and they had to bear their own cross, if you will. Yeah, they had to bear their own cross, collective. You didn't carry your own burdens that you didn't, the decisions that you have made and you have made alone. You learned how to bear, okay, your own. You ain't finna carry nobody else's stuff. Is you crazy? And this is what this person thought you were going to do here. They got to do the work they said. They mad now though. Cause now we got child services coming around wanting to reach out to them, trying to find them and stuff like that. I feel like they got to go to court and they're gonna have to answer to their actions or their neglect here, collective. They reaching out, looking out for some help. They might be trying to reach out to you so you could vouch for them or something like that. You ain't about to, wow, clock that T, baby. Nah, they gonna try to come back. Now they gonna need you after they done drug your name through the mud, after they done talked about you, after they used and abused you, collective. Whether that be verbally, mentally, emotionally, or and spiritually, collective. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this person was a user here. That's why I'm marrying for money. This person ain't come from not much here, okay? And that's because of the lack of their ambition here. This person, okay, little baby. Uh-uh. Okay, so back over here. Look, we're back over here to the love story. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the love story here. Let's go back to the present because that's the past. This is old energy here. I don't know why Spirit wanted you to tap in just to see a little sneak peek of what this ex that you got away from. They are stalking you. They still, you know what I'm saying? They still stalking you though. You know. But some of the background of what they got going on, they need to pay attention to their own life and what they got going on because they're losing everything around them. And they're watching you to see what you're gaining here, collective. Yeah. Moving on. So over here with the love story, guys, I got time apart and learning. I really feel like for a group of you, this love story that you got is I've been channeling this is past life. This is past life love. Okay, I felt like this person that you were connected to in a past life have come back. You guys have crossed paths here while a portal was open, collective. Well, goddamn. You guys felt like time apart. Let me get into it here. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves on being the best version. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm protecting you from my deep shadow, dark side. Okay. So I felt like for a group of you here, you guys had to spend time apart here. 10-10 on the time. Y'all had to spend time apart. This person, while you guys spent time apart, this person and you took time learning here with this soulmate energy here, this love story of once upon a lifetime. I feel like you chased this person at one point in time. One of you guys with a chaser here, because I got the fear of abandonment here, and what you guys had to learn was more about yourself here. You are unique and special. And I've never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart up in truth, and I'm grateful for all the lessons that we're both learning right now. I feel like this soulmate of yours here with this love story that's coming in, they've learned a lot while being away from you from the past lifetime. I really felt like in the past lifetime, guys, you were the chaser, okay, and you were chasing them out of fear of abandonment, which they still left anyway here, collective. This is why you came into this lifetime and had to learn that again here to make sure that you learned that lesson this lifetime before encountering here this soulmate again here. Oh, wow. Wow, guys, this is okay. 11:23, 1123 on the timer here. Ooh, some lessons that you had to learn about yourself here, Colette. The fear of abandonment, chasing, because you had codependencies you had to work on this lifetime with these relationships that you've been dealing with, these people that have been using and abusing you here, collective. It's only what you allow, though, correct? Yeah. So you had to realize, collective, the love and the power that you had within yourself here to be able to attract this love story, to be able to attract this once in a lifetime love here, this soulmate that's coming back into this lifetime because of the time that you guys have spent apart and learned, like you learned more about yourself here. The beauty within your imperfections, and they are perfect. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Talk to me. What else here? What else about this soulmate, this love story here? I really feel like you guys are a divine counterpart. You guys had to take some time apart here, collective. Yeah. Well, I said take some time apart. Waiting, time. Yeah, the time is now here. The time is approaching. I got a clock in reverse here. Needing time, cycles, taking time, time to heal is in reverse here. Because you've done it. This is time now. You already look. It came on the time apart and clock in reverse. You didn't took the time apart here, collective. This is the time that you're going to be able to be able to enjoy this connection here. Before you used to be the chaser and chase after them in through different people, and you know what I'm saying, during this lifetime. Now it's time because you've mastered with choosing yourself, especially after this past person here. I think this is why Spirit is referencing or the energy here wanted you to highlight this ex who's going through this issues here right now and what they were doing and attempting to do and what they're still doing with the stalking, right? But more so, right? They wanted to let you know where you came from, collective. Ooh, clock that T. They wanted to bring reference and remind you of where you came from and the work and the healing that you've done past this person here, even through little short-term relationships and in connections and situationships. After this person that you've learned your lesson, your perception about yourself has changed, has shifted here, collective, and it's shifted here in order for you to be able to attract this love story, for you to get what you want here, collective. This is what you wanted. This is what you want to manifest, this love story, this once in a lifetime love here, collective. I felt like you had to learn more. You were learning more about yourself here, collective. Yeah, you had to learn everything. Like I said, I felt like the imperfections that you had about yourself that would allow you to chase here, chase after who would run away from you, and having time apart, they still would run away from you regardless, and you would chase until you couldn't chase no more. And then you have to go and heal here with clock in reverse. You had to go and heal, and now the time is now, collective, for you to come out of that healing, out of that cocoon, baby. It's time to become the butterfly. It's time for you to graduate. Yes. Okay. I'm just saying. It is. Wow. Spirit says it's time here, collective. It's time for you to graduate here. Where is... Let's go here real quick. Wow. Let's go to the shadow. Let's see what shadow work you've done in between both of these phases of your life here real quick, collective. Let's see what shadow work you've had to learn past this stalker here. This stalking ass. They have anger issues. They're doing drugs. They're doing all kind of escapism type of activity to escape their reality. They stalking you. They see the glow up for a group of you. They see that you've leveled up here, collective. They see that you've healed here, collective. Let's see what's going on. What shadow work has my collective had to do past this X here? What shadow work here that you had to master here, collective, in order to receive the love story of a lifetime here? The shadow blossom, resilient, nourishing. You need both sunlight and darkness to both, bloom fully here. And then find wholeness, bring together fragments that complete you. Feathered omens. Even the sweetest bird harbors fierce intentions. So for a group of you, talk that talk. Clock that tea, baby. Look, with the thorns and all with a rose, the shadow blossom here, guys. You've had to learn how to honor both the light and the darkness here and to understand. You see what I'm saying? This relationship now where you're honoring and going into in 2025 is the light here, collective. This is a love story. This is the light. But it had to come from the darkness, from the thorns that it's taken, the beatings that you've taken, the manipulation that you've taken, the gaslighting you've taken, the mental and emotional turmoil that you've taken here to grow up beyond the shadow side here, to grow up towards the sun, towards the light, collective, into this love story right here. Yeah. You had to learn how to nourish yourself with growing through the different phases, because you started out as a bud, as a baby rose, as a bud here, collective, and you had to blossom here. Okay, you had to blossom. You had to pull together all of the fragments here in your life that complete you. You got to honor both the light and the dark because they both make who you are today, collective. That is where you find ultimate healing and wholeness, collective. This is what you discovered here. This is why you are receiving this soulmate energy coming back in, baby. Because they see that you didn't heal and you found wholeness. That you stopped being in a state of illusions or self-deceit here. The things that you would tell yourself, collective, in this feathered omens here. Like, I feel like for a group of you, you would just sit outside here and just be telling yourself, you know what I'm saying? Feeding yourself this deceiving information about you, about situations. Yeah. Some of you guys sit with your secrets here. Ain't nobody ain't told nobody here. You go sit out there with them secrets here. But you got to get real and real authentic with yourself, collective. A good bit of you, it says, you had to get out of that illusion here, what you fed yourself about this person and about your ideas of yourself. You had to really go in and do some more work on yourself. You were still self-deceiving because you were ending up being with this type of energy here. Some healing you needed to do, and this is part of the shadow work here. Okay, you found wholeness. You brought all the fragments together, 18 on the timer. Yeah, you found wholeness, so you found the love of your life here. That's going to do it here. You faced your inner demons, collective. Clock that T, baby. Spirit says clock it. You stop putting yourself in this self. I felt like, hold on, I got to go back. Spirit said you ain't finished yet. Shay Speed's like, you ain't finished yet. Hold on. I felt like for a group of you, y'all try to put on like y'all like this perfect person or something like that. Y'all were feeding yourself self-defeat, knowing you still needed healing to do, knowing that you still had insecurities that you were battling in. Yeah, that's that feathered omen. You was in self-deceit, all the secrets that you would hold deep down inside that really bothered you, you wouldn't speak up on. Spirit says you had to face your inner demons, some of your darker sides about yourself that you did not honor here or did not process here. Don't be afraid of the darkness. There's light nearby. You had to transform here, collective. You had to face them inner demons, what you were telling yourself, what you were feeding yourself. Look. The rooster was feeding himself here, collective. This is what you were feeding yourself here, collective. You have to face it head on. You have to face your darkness head on. Hence the blossom out of it and finding wholeness. The beauty in life in the process, though it may not look like how you want it to, it may not even happen the way that you want it to, collective. It's still a beautiful process here. You found wholeness. And that's the ultimate goal here. Hence why you're going to have this love story coming in. We're going to have a love of a lifetime here. Because you've done the work. You've learned about yourself. You've took time to heal. You've had time apart. Yeah. Congratulations, guys. That's going to do it for your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below if this message resonates. Until then, I'll check you guys later. Peace.